Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Prep Talk. I'm Russ Robinson, voice of the Jackson Prep Patriots. There are a lot of things going on around the campus of Jackson Prep these days. Of course, we have soccer that's now over after a state championship has been won. Baseball is in full swing, and basketball still shooting for the hoop, and they're in the overalls. We have a state champion crowned last Saturday, the girls winning the state championship, the boys losing by 1 in the championship game. So a lot going on, and of course that's what this show is all about. Baseball is in full swing, and they look as good as everyone thought they would. We'll take a time out, and when we come back, we'll have more of Prep Talk in a moment.
There are all kinds of letters we need to remember, like ABC, ESPN. But here are some letters you need to remember as well. GAF. That is the best roofing products on the market today, and that's why David Wilbanks and Elite Roofing use GAF. When you deal with Elite Roofing, you know you're receiving the best product, best installation, and best warranty in the market. Call Elite Roofing at 601-856-9426. So when it comes to your roof, you are the letters
Jennifer Mooneyham and the staff at For the Family Healthcare provide personalized healthcare for all ages in a comfortable environment. With a new address at 112 Lake Vista Place in Brandon near Community Place Retirement Home. It is convenient to residents in both Madison and Rankin counties. Health services include anything from wellness checks to the treatment of acute and chronic illnesses. Visit For the Family Healthcare for all of your healthcare needs. For the Family Healthcare, 112 Lake Vista Place, Brandon, Mississippi.
DeRogue includes an in-store support of clothing, sportswear, and furnishings. They also provide made-to-measure services for suits, sport coats, pants, and shirtings. They have 3 in-house tailors to provide any alterations suitable for your clothing needs.
DeRogue has been dressing men and families in Jackson for over 50 years. Owned by a prep graduate, DeRogue supports Jackson Prep. Come by today and see the latest trends.
Located at 4450 I-55 North, Jackson, or visit our website at therogue.com.
Part of the enjoyment for me is interacting with patients.
I feel like we form a close bond with the patient as they're going through their ailment, their surgery, and their recovery.
As well as the new building, we now have our own physical therapy and our own surgery center.
I think sometimes you take for granted how vulnerable patients are. Enormous amount of trust they're putting in us to do the right thing.
You want the people you're operating on to trust you, you want to become friends with them, and you want them to have a good outcome.
Here at Capital Ortho, we look forward to seeing you and treating you.
Welcome back to Prep Talk. I mentioned before we left there's a lot of baseball action out at Prep these days, and they're in full swing, no pun intended. And the head man is with us here today. Brent Hebner's just done a phenomenal job here at Jackson Prep and loves to collect state championship trophies. And hopefully we'll get to collect another one. Brent, I would first ask you, with so much attention and accolades given to this team this year before they even hit the field, and rankings, and they're up and down, and hey, you're here. How does that affect a coaching staff, number one? And number two, how does it affect players to hear all that?
Well, I think as far as the coaching staff goes, I think we got one of the best in the country, and they do a good job of just handling our players. Jay and Marcus, Coach Bryant's helped us a lot this year. Chris Maloney, we just go to work every day, and we don't really get caught up in it. The awards and accolades are great just because people notice who you are, and we're glad as a brand of Jackson Prep right now that people notice us, and we're thankful for that. But the players know and hear me say all the time, hey, it doesn't matter how we start, it's how we finish. And so yes, it's great to be in the national rankings. We're proud of that, but at the same time too, it just makes us work harder because we already know people coming after us,
right? And
it just puts a bigger X on your back. And the players have kind of accepted it and move on. But they also know too, with that comes you don't get to take days off. You just got to keep going and going. So I'm proud of the way that's happened so far.
Well, and our coach used to say the awards and accolades at the end of the season are so much more important than at the beginning of the season.
Absolutely.
So you came in and we were talking about, Prep's gotten national recognition. You got one kid that we knew coming in was going to be a part of that. We're talking about Connor Griffin, of course, and he has not disappointed. He opted not to play basketball and really put it into baseball. And I'm watching that home run he led off with last night and just watching it sail out of that park, and I'm just going, he's well deserving of what he gets.
Well, absolutely, and it was, it's fun to watching that, and even more, 6 stolen bases last night, and then probably the play of the game may have been the ball that that he made at shortstop. Trey just kind of flipped it over to him off his shoulder, and makes a great play. And I told Abby at home that night and said you don't see that very often. And so, and he's the prime example of what you talked about a moment ago. He goes out there every day. Doesn't matter what he's ranked, what's going on, all the attention. He just is who he is, and the guys, they mess with him like they do anybody else, and it's fun. And when you got guys like that on your team that don't think they're better than the team, that just lets you go as far as you want to go.
This is my 21st year at Prep, and it all started with baseball actually, and we always have had solid outfields, Brent. We just had great players out there and covered a lot of territory. You knew if they hit it to the outfield, it was going to be out. There were probably more questions coming into this year about the outfield than we've had in several years. How did you handle that, and how's the team handling that?
Well, we kind of have our ace in the hole, because if it didn't go well, we can always move Connor and even Kevin Roberts to the outfield if need be. But you want one of your best athletes on the shortstop, and that's kind of what we've kind of done with him, and he can play anywhere. But I think our outfield's done a really good job. Gardner's done well in center. Luke Smith, he made a beautiful play against Heritage on Friday night, diving to save a run probably, and it builds on that. Cole and Peyton do a great job out there, and it was a bigger question when Major got hurt and had to have surgery, so he was a guy that we were looking forward to. So, and you've got other guys, Nolan Canoy has done well batting, and he can play out there. And so it gives you some, while we still had questions, it gives you a little bit of relief to know you have options out there. So they've done a really good job, and, we're going to continue to find out what we're made of as we get ready for this tournament and we get ready for the Battle at the Beach. That's kind of hitting our stride as we kind of get into the season. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, you don't talk about baseball without talking about arms. And here at Jackson Prep, again, we have been very blessed over the years, and we've lost arms every year, brought arms back, and this year's no different.
Right. And, we talked about last night on the postgame show, not many times in high school do you see 3 pitchers and all of them are lefties. So we've been blessed with kind of a arrangement of left-handers this year with the 3 we saw last night, and Bodie McKinley.
Akins do a job?
Yeah, he did a great job. And Gardner's done well this year. John Woods, and
he did a great job last night.
Absolutely. And then you're going to back it up. You got Connor that's a righty, and you got Kevin that's fixing to hit his stride when basketball's over after they win it all. And Trey's done a tremendous job for us. So you're getting better. But we've even got guys out there, Jake Bailey and Carson, and you're going to see a little more out of Christopher Maddox when he gets back. So, we've got some good options. And like you said, you want to rebuild. You want to keep them going, and that's what we've been lucky enough to do.
Well, Chris Maddox and Kevin Roberts came off the basketball court yesterday afternoon. Last night, they're in a baseball uniform, and they were in the game.
They were, and we were trying to really limit a little bit what they do, because we want them to do well. We want them to do well today when they play, and but they had the opportunity to play, and we're going to tell them no. And they got out there, and they both contributed last night. I thought Kevin's last at bat was great. Just hit it right to the guy. But that's what you need. They've got to get at bats. They've got to get some reps, and that's what they'll continue to do. But it's nice knowing after the weekend or after next week, when the championship's over, that they'll be ready to go too.
Coach, this weekend is special for a lot of people, including me. William was doing the games with me back then, and Walker Wilbanks was coming up for the first time, and we didn't know much about him, and so as he's walking up, I said, "No, here comes Walker Wilbanks. Don't know much about him, what he can do." And as soon as I got that out of my mouth, boom, he hit one over the left center wall. And William says, "You're going to hear about him now." And he just, as long as he was with us, was the consummate Prep representative.
Absolutely, and that's the legacy we want to make sure that keeps going. I'm forever thankful that I got to coach him and to be a part of that program in 14 and what we did. There's no one like him. Like, we've had a lot of players that have worn 22 in his honor that have a lot of similarities. Duncan was a lot like him. We've had other players, but Riley and Will Gibbs, both Gibbs brothers, Connor, that's why the legacy keeps going. And I'm very excited about the tournament. Connor's going to wear special pair of shoes that have been designed just for this tournament with Walker's honor.
Didn't get them from Trump by any chance?
No, we had a group that did them for him, and we're going to auction them off after he plays
sweet.
in them, and so really excited. But it's just, we want, along with David and Sheila, we're thankful for Walker. We miss him, but we want to make sure that legacy continues and that legacy lives on. And this tournament's a great way to do it. And it's going to be an exciting weekend. Tupelo's coming in town. Kirk Academy's coming in town.
And they're pretty good.
They are. Unfortunately, we lost a team from Kentucky today, but we're going to try to find another team to replace them. But it's an important tournament, not only to our program, but to David and Sheila and Namora and you. And we want to make sure that it's done the right way.
Call Xander. Maybe he can come down
There
and
you
get
go.
a dig.
Yeah.
You talk about the legacy and how far-reaching it is. I was talking with Jimmy Duncan at the basketball game the other night, and he was saying how the coaching staff at South Alabama found out about the number 22 and the legacy that was Walker. Right. And D-Train goes into the locker room and they've got number 22 laid out for him. Yeah. That's special.
It is special, and it continues to go on, all these different places. Caracci wore 65 at Ole Miss, because of his football number, and
Right.
Duncan's wearing 22, and, it makes a big deal. And, Duncan had a big weekend, starting 3 out of the 4 games as a freshman catcher at South Alabama. And it's fun to see 22 out there, in that number. And that means a lot to me and the program and to David and Sheila. And it means even more because now the kids want to wear it.
Yes.
Connor was excited to wear it this year. Duncan continues to wear it. And that's a big deal. And I know it makes him proud. And, at the end of the day, we know he's up there watching over us.
Absolutely.
And, I'm sure when you see those home runs like we saw last night, he can't help but smile because that's how he used to hit.
And probably if he were here, he'd say to Connor, you know what, I hit it a little further
Yeah,
than you
that's
did.
right.
So
That's right.
Well, it's going to be a really good, solid, fun baseball season. I personally think that every year we have actually turned the corner with this program at the Beach Bash. It's when we're playing a lot of different teams we'll never see again, different pitching styles, different pitching staffs. And we normally go through it like a buzzsaw, and it really sets the tone for the conference.
Right, and I'm excited about it. We'll go down and play some good teams this year, but something about the tournament, being away from school, being away down there together, you just kind of find a new kind of tone to set, and then when you come back, it's time to get ready for conference, and that's what's important. Love the tournament. We're going to go down there, we're going to play, take a couple of days off, and then we'll come back and get after it.
Well, it looks like good weekend weather for the Walker Wilbanks tournament this weekend. Sun and about 70 degrees, and should be just perfect. Congratulations on the success so far.
Thank you.
But there's a lot of baseball left to play.
That's right.
And some basketball.
And some basketball. We're going to go cheer them on today and hope they have a great finish, and then we're going to come back and get after it. We're excited about the season.
Brent Hebner, head coach of the Jackson Prep Patriots, and what a job he has done building this program. We'll take a timeout and be back with more of Prep Talk in a moment.
Since 1968, Ewing & Ray has been leading the way as the area's premier foundation repair company. With our state-of-the-art equipment, licensed professional engineers, and certified technicians, we are able to ensure the right solution with the best warranty in the business. Whether you have drainage problems, need foundation repair, or need a specialized foundation system installed, for over 50 years, Ewing & Ray is a trusted source to ensure your home or business is safe and stable for years to come. Contact us today by visiting our website or giving us a call.
You haven't had good chicken until you've had Super Chicks. Super Chicks is made with 0 preservatives, 0 phosphates, and 0 dyes. There are many sauce options and a fresh new frozen custard every week. Everything is made 100% cooked to order, so it's very fresh. There's also many fry options such as salt, rosemary pepper, sweet, and Cajun. And don't let me forget the loaded fries. Super Chicks is a great place for prep friends and family to connect after events. And it's
so good.
The Tire Depot, with locations on Old Fannin Road in Brandon and on Terry Road in Byram, they're your neighbors and they appreciate your business. More than just a tire store, they offer alignments, brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, shocks, struts, leveling kits, and a whole lot more. They are family owned and operated. All of their techs have 20 years or more of experience. The Tire Depot, owned and operated by a Jackson Prep family.
16 speakers, 272 horsepower.
Visit Eric Stallworth at Acura of Jackson, 828 Adcock Street, Ridgeland, Mississippi, 601-978-2228.
Welcome back to Prep Talk. This weekend is pretty special here at Jackson Prep because we are honoring a pretty special young man and a very special family in David and Sheila Wilbanks and Landon. And what a great memories we have of Walker Wilbanks and his playing baseball. And so the tournament will be this weekend in his honor. Ava Moak and Catherine Speed put a report about the tournament coming up this weekend together for Prep Talk.
I'm here with head baseball coach Brent Hevner. Coach Hevner, please tell me a little bit about the Walker Wilbanks Classic and why y'all decided to start doing it in the first place.
Well, really excited. Obviously, Walker passed away one night on the football field, and as a baseball player, we wanted to make sure that we honored him and his legacy. So we started this tournament just to remember what he's done and to help raise money for Mora, which he was a big part of, when he passed away. And it's just turned into a big tournament. People like coming down, Tupelo likes coming down and playing, and we've gotten people to come play that don't normally play us at Prep. And so it's a exciting weekend. The players look forward to it. Looks like it's going to be beautiful weather, and it's just a way to let that Walker legacy live on.
Yes, and you coached Walker, so would you mind telling me a little bit about how he was as a player and a person and why y'all decided to honor his legacy?
Yeah, he was a really good baseball player. He was a big hitter even as a sophomore, but more importantly, just his everyday, that big smile that he had, that personality, just was a leader even as a sophomore, and just the people's lives that he touched. Everybody loved being around him, kind of had that infectious personality that, guys and girls both just enjoyed being around Walker. And when you have a person and a player like that, that his legacy and memory will live on, and that's what we want to continue to do here at Prep.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm here with junior baseball player Matthew McKinley. And Matthew, will you tell me a little bit about the Walker Wilbanks Classic and what y'all will be doing?
Yeah, it's coming up this weekend. We're playing a bunch of different teams from around the state. It's a tournament for the Walker Wilbanks Foundation that we're putting together just to donate some money towards that foundation, and it just brings everybody together. People cook, and a bunch of different teams come and play.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm here with pitching coach, Coach Powell. Coach Powell, tell me about Walker as a kid. I know that you knew him personally, so what was he like?
Well, as a kid, we my oldest son and him were friends, and Walker's just the type of kid who's always full of energy, just always had a big smile on his face. Obviously, was a great athlete, and I just remember he was just so full of energy and full of life. That's the thing that really stood out to me about Walker.
Yes, sir. So how many years have y'all been doing the Walker Wilbanks Classic, and what about it is important to you?
Well, it started the year the spring after Walker passed away. Coach Box and I got together and started a game at Prep, and it was to help, to basically raise money for the Walker Wilbanks Scholarship Fund and some other stuff. And I remember one of the main things about the first year we did it is, Walker went to school at JA through his first 6 years, and I was a coach there. And we actually wore red hats at JA, and Prep wore the Navy JA hat with the JP on it. Of course, ours had the JA. So it was just something. It was special for me because, like I said, my oldest son was a senior then, and he caught Mr. Wilbanks his first pitch, and it was kind of an emotional moment for me, and it really kind of still is thinking about it. But it was really a special, neat deal.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm here with another junior baseball player, Bodie Akins. Bodie, tell me about the Walker Wilbanks Classic.
We play in a tournament each year, invite teams from over the state to come play at Prep in honor of Walker to raise money for Mr. Wilbanks charity.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm here with Connor Griffin, senior baseball player. Connor, tell me about what you think of the Walker Wilbanks Classic this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's a really great event. We're just trying to honor Walker and all that we do. I think it's very cool and very special for me because I'm wearing 22 in honor of Walker Wilbanks, and just trying to follow in his footsteps and be a great leader like he was.
So what does it mean to you being able to wear Walker's number 22?
Yeah, well, Walker, he was a great leader, great teammate, and great baseball player. So, just trying to follow in his footsteps and, be the best teammate I can be. He was always, full of energy, having a lot of fun on the field. So I'm just trying to do the same thing.
All right, thank you. All right, so John Woods, tell me a little bit about how Walker's family and his parents are involved in the Classic.
Yeah, so it's a special deal. Walker's dad and his mom will be out there, and then Walker's dad will throw out the first pitch, which is a special deal with the number 22 out in right field on the wall, and Connor's wearing it this year, which is an honor. And then the parents, they'll cook hamburgers and stuff and cookies and all that, and they'll sell it, and they'll go straight to the Moore Foundation, so we're excited for it.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Chuck Smith here from Smith Brothers Body Shop. Smith Brothers has been proudly serving the Jackson metro area since 1946. We consider you to be our friend to ensure the best experience possible. If you've chosen a body shop in the past because they were right around the corner and had a bad experience, or you've been treated poorly elsewhere, come see what a difference quality service can make at Smith Brothers Body Shop. Call us at 601-353-5217. At Smith Brothers, you're more than a number. Smith Brothers Body Shop, the best from us to you.
Visit your local Dunkin' at 403 Riverwind Drive in Pearl.
Discover the power of a radiant smile at Reservoir Smiles Dentistry, your ultimate destination for complete dental care. Dr. Amy Schamberger and her dedicated team specialize in a range of services to cater for all your dental needs. From essential general dentistry to transformative cosmetic dentistry, they've got you covered. They offer same-day crowns, teeth whitening treatments, Invisalign and Botox treatments, because a confident smile goes hand in hand with a radiant face. Your journey to a perfect smile begins at Reservoir Smiles.
Hello, I'm Jason Womack with Womack Auto Sales in downtown Brandon.
We've been here for 25 years serving the community, and we plan on being here for another 25 years.
Came to Womack's in Brandon. I was looking for a Tahoe. Walked in, the folks were good to me. Hey, look how I ended up leaving. New Tahoe.
Womack's Auto Sales helped me finance the truck of my dreams.
Come out and take a look at our new facility and meet our staff.
Take exit 56 to downtown Brandon. And remember, at Womack's, your job is your credit.
Welcome back to the show. A lot of things happening on the hardwood. Of course, the girls won a state championship. The boys got so close, and now both are in the overall tournament at Mississippi College. Both opened the tournament on their side of the bracket with big convincing wins of 30 points or better. But we wanted to get the inside scoop, and so Taylor Caton and Major Quinn put this report together for Prep Talk.
Yeah. Hand hit records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental, and anything I got is not a rental. I own that mom. Figured out this is simple. My stock been going up like a crescendo. A bunch of handshakes from the fakes.
First one on the way,
I
good.
I wanna be Presto. I tell y'all, mom.
42-39. This is the big one.
This a stripper on a mink rug song. This a boys forever hold the grudge song. Pop some champagne in the tub song. Just because song. What's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that.
And the game.
Trophies. And they don't have no award for that. Don't come with trophies, ain't no envelopes to open. I just do it cause I'm supposed to. I go to dreams with a suitcase. Yeah, I got my whole country on a new way.
The Lady Patriots win it. They are state champions. Holy cow. Oh my God.
Trophies.
Let's go. Unbelievable. The Patriots win it. They win it. They have done the unthinkable. They're getting mobbed over there by the fans.
Back-to-back
gold ball. It's been a long time since this has happened in Jackson Prep. We got to witness it. So what a great job by this group.
Wow.
Unbelievable job tonight. Coach Wise with the game plan. The defense was phenomenal. And you look at looking at the player, Luke Seegers, the MVP of this team, took this team on his shoulders after.
Over to Seegers trying to get loose for the three. Underneath,
What a pass. Gets to Luckett.
What's the
Off to
move?
Roberts for three.
Can I
Got
tell
it!
the truth? If I
And
was
it's an
doing this
11-10
for you,
game.
then I
Patriots
have
by
nothing
one.
left to prove. Nah,
DeMario
this
Tyler
for
on the
me,
knee
though.
shot put up
I'm
and
just trying to
in.
stay alive and take care of my people.
Here's EJ for
And they don't have no
three.
award for
7
that.
seconds. Here's Ben
Trophies.
Seegers for three. Got it! EJ
And they
Ball.
don't have no award for that.
timed his jump
Don't come with trophies. Ain't no
Oh, what a
envelopes
nice
to
shot.
open. I just do it cause I'm supposed to.
Malone is a company in motion, delivering award-winning roofing, metal walls, and maintenance. With the use of Suprema products like Alsan liquid flashings, Alsan coating products, and more, Malone continues to prove there is nothing we can't accomplish. Protecting people and what matters to you.
Ferguson & Associates Architecture is a new generation architectural firm that combines state-of-the-art ideas and solutions with years of experience managing demanding projects. As a full-service architecture firm, Ferguson & Associates provides a complete range of architectural services. They plan, design, and manage the build. From creative concept to ribbon cutting, they're there to ensure your success. Visit their website at fergusonarchitecture.net for more information or contact them directly at 601-607-7933.
Rainey's Carpet Care is a locally owned and operated business that's been providing quality service to Central Mississippi since 1986. They offer 24-hour emergency water damage services, mold and mildew treatment, carpet care, pet odor removal, air duct cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, Oriental rug cleaning, carpet stretching and repair, upholstery cleaning. They offer it all. Visit them online at raineyscarpetcare.com or call today at 601-956-1515.
Sometimes opportunities begin where the road ends, where pavement fades to gravel and the sounds of the city scatter in the breeze. This is life outside the city limits, made possible by financing from Southern Ag Credit. From farmstead to homestead and everything in between. Apply for your rural loan today at southernagcredit.com.
Well, that'll put a wrap on this week's show of Prep Talk, and want to encourage you, take this time to encourage you to come out and watch these kids play. Boy, the overall tournament is very exciting and a big chance for these kids to showcase their talent, and you need to be there. And then the Walker Wilbanks tournament this weekend. You may have never known Walker, you may have never known David and Sheila, but the spirit of Walker Wilbanks lives in this team, and maybe that's one of the reasons they play so well. We will see you right back here next week for another edition of Prep Talk.